Hello, I'm Beverly from the Midland Public Library, Program Assistant, and today on Culinary Creations, we are making Eggs Benedict. Making Eggs Benedict is easier than you think, especially if you make the Hollandaise sauce from a package. And that's what I did to make life a little easier, although I will provide you with a recipe if you want to make it at home from scratch. That being said, if you know how to toast an English muffin, know how to cook bacon, and know how to poach eggs, then the only element that is not your standard fare is the Hollandaise sauce, which again is quite easy if you use a blender or you use a packet. There may be many occasions, such as Mother's Day or other special moments, where you'd like to create Eggs Benedict. Not everyone poaches eggs right on the first try or the second. If you've never made poached eggs before, they can take some practice for a better chance of getting it right. Here's some tips. Start with the freshest eggs that you can. Older eggs are more likely to fall apart. Make sure the water is barely simmering, with just a few bubbles appearing every now and then. If the water is at full boil, lots of rapid movement bubbles, chances of the egg separating when it hits the water are greater. Don't forget to add a little vinegar. Crack the egg into a small bowl before adding it into the water. Then gently slide the egg from the bowl into the simmering water. Time the poached egg carefully. 4 minutes should be about right. Drain the poached eggs well. Hot tip, a stale piece of bread works even better than a paper towel for draining your egg. Now, Canadian bacon or female bacon is a standard for Eggs Benedict. I used bacon. There's certainly ham. There's a no meat alternative, but you can use whatever you think you would like. Now, this blended Hollandaise sauce is a real breeze to make. You do need to follow the recipe closely. Stick to these tips and you'll be in good shape. Blend the egg yolks for a full 30 seconds. Blending them for less time makes it runnier, plus heats the egg yolks a bit. Melt the butter gently so it's not too hot or sputtering. This can cause the sauce to break. Add butter in a slow, steady stream as the blender runs, adding the butter not too fast. The sauce keeps properly emulsifying. If the sauce is emulsified but too thin for your liking, pour it into a pot you just melted the butter in and heat over low heat, whisking constantly until it gets more body. There are a lot of moving parts to Eggs Benedict. Here's what you need. 8 slices of bacon or sliced Canadian bacon. Again, your choice what you use for meat. 4 large eggs, 2 tablespoons of white or rice vinegar, 2 English muffins, chopped parsley or whatever you choose to garnish. For your Hollandaise sauce, you will need 10 tablespoons of unsalted butter. If you're using salted butter, omit the added salt. 3 large egg yolks, a tablespoon of lemon juice, a teaspoon of salt. Cook the bacon. Now, we just fried our bacon in a skillet at medium heat and drained it until it was fairly crispy, and then we removed the bacon from the pan and set it on a paper towel to absorb the excess fat. Bring the poaching water to a simmer. While the bacon is cooking, bring a large sauce 2/3 full with water to a boil. Then add the vinegar. Bring the water again to a boil, then lower the heat to a bare simmer. To make blender Hollandaise sauce, gently melt 10 tablespoons of unsalted butter. Put 3 egg yolks, a tablespoon of lemon juice, a half teaspoon of salt in the blender. Blend on medium to medium-high speed for 30 seconds. Count or time it until eggs lighten in color. Turn the blender down to the lowest setting. Slowly dribble the hot melted butter while continuing to blend. Taste for salt and acidity and add more salt or lemon juice to taste. Transfer it to a container that you can use for pouring, like a gravy dish. Poach the eggs. Essentially, working on 1 egg at a time, you crack an egg into a small bowl and slide it into barely simmering water. Once it begins to solidify, you can slip in another egg until you have all 4 cooking. Turn off the heat, cover the pan, and let sit for 4 minutes. Remember, which egg went in first. You'll want to take it out the same way. When it comes time to uncover the eggs, gently lift out slotted spoon. Assemble the eggs Benedict. To assemble, butter one side of the English muffin. Top with 2 slices of bacon or 1 slice of Canadian bacon. You can trim the bacon to fit the muffin if you'd like. Put the poached eggs on top of the bacon, then pour your Hollandaise sauce. Sprinkle with parsley if you'd like or another garnish, and serve at once. I hope you have enjoyed this culinary creations.